everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2018 movie Aquaman. So in this movie, half human, half Atlantean, Arthur Curry is taken on the journey of a lifetime to discover if he is worthy of being a king. So I think this is a decent movie. The story is pretty good in this movie, and the cast are all for the most part, minus one, really good in this movie. Jason Momoa is really good as Aquaman, and Arthur Curry, he really fits the role perfectly and everything. He does a really great job and everything. I absolutely love him. Patrick Wilson is really good as Ocean Master. He's a good villain who's not really a full-fledged villain and everything, but I really like him quite a bit. And then Willem Dafoe is really good as Volko, who is just a really great, likable character. He's not in the movie a lot, but every time he's on screen, he's just a lot of fun to watch. And Willem Dafoe is just one of those actors who can just play anybody or anything and do a great job, and he's amazing in this movie. Black Manta is a pretty good villain too. I think that Yahya Abdul-Mateen, I think is how you say his name. He's really good as Black Manta. I think he does a good job, and I think he's the more interesting of the two villains and everything. I like his backstory and him wanting to get revenge on Aquaman and stuff. I think sweet, old-fashioned revenge is always just a fun subplot in a movie and everything. And he's got a fun one. I do think that he also gave Aquaman a really good fight scene and everything when they're in Italy and everything. I think that's one of my favorite action scenes of the whole movie, is when he's fighting him and everything. The rest of the supporting cast are really good. I really think Dolph Lundgren and Nicole Kidman were probably the best out of the supporting cast, who are smaller roles. I really like them quite a bit. And the guy that plays Boba Fett, I cannot remember his name to save my life, but he's really good as Aquaman's dad and stuff too. So I think that the supporting cast is good. The CGI is amazing in this movie. I'm not one that usually talks about how good CGI is, because I don't feel like CGI is always that good in movies. Sometimes I think it looks better than others, but this is one of the rare movies where I think the CGI looks amazing in it and everything. I think that it was really good, and also a lot of that also comes down to James Wan's directing. I think he did an excellent job directing this movie and everything, and he knows how to make good visual effects in movies and stuff too, or make movies with really good visual effects. And I feel like he did a great job directing this movie, and the CGI in here, like I said, is great. The score in here is pretty good too. It's done by Rupert Gregson-Williams, and I think his score is pretty good. It's not my absolute favorite score in the DCEU or anything like that, but it's still pretty good and everything. So I think it had a decent enough score and everything. As far as negatives go, y'all already know my stance on Amber Heard. I cannot stand her and everything, personal life and acting wise. I think she's a horrible actress. Always have and everything, and I think she's horrible in this movie and everything. Mira was very miscast, and I feel like the character of Mira deserves so much better, because she is a likable character. But Amber Heard did such a terrible job playing her and everything, and she really takes the movie down a notch for me because of everything with her. Just all of the history of what went on with her and Johnny Depp, and just performance-wise, I don't think she's very good. I just don't think she's a good actress, and she was not very good in here. And then the only other negative is I feel like the movie's a little overlong. They could have shaved off like maybe 15 minutes off of it or so, and it would have been a little bit better. And everything. That's really the only negatives I have with this movie. Aside from that, I enjoy this movie for the most part and everything. I just think it's a decent movie with a fun cast, minus one. and some really cool visuals and action and everything. It's got a lot going for it, and it's a pretty good time. It's not the absolute best DC movie ever, but it's still a pretty good movie, and everything. I think it's a decent enough time. So, like I said, it's kind of one that's hard for me to watch because of Amber Heard being in it and everything, and the way that she screwed up so much with this universe and the Fantastic Beasts movies and everything. So this one is kind of hard to watch, just like the Fantastic Beasts movies are kind of hard to watch and everything, because they weren't finished because of her. But the DCU also took a big hit partially because of her. Not fully, though. I'm not going to say it's all on her. It's mostly on Warner Brothers, but she did play a part in the fall of the DCEU too and everything. So I do have my feelings on her, but aside from that, I really enjoyed this movie and everything. I just try to ignore her the best that I can when I watch the movie and everything. It's kind of hard to, since she's the main character, but I was able to do it. Just focus on other things in the movie, the background, what's going on in the background whenever she's on screen and stuff. But I'm going to give Aquaman a 6.5 out of 10. Like I said, it would have maybe gotten a 7 at least, but Amber Heard really knocks it down quite a bit. I would have maybe gave it a 7 if it wasn't for her and everything. So let me know in the comments what you think of Aquaman. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.
Yeah.